Fredo's Football Talk. I'm your host, Fredo. With me today is that boy, Jerron. What up, Jerron?
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, bro? Man, bro, week 13.
It's flying by.
Yeah, week 13 under the books, bro. We only got one more game tonight. That's the Saints and Buccaneers. On that one right there, I got the Bucks. Who you got on that game, Jay?
Saints. I'm gonna go Saints.
You go Saints? All
Yeah,
right.
they
Yeah.
always play them boys tough.
Yeah, man. So today we got that boy DC, man. He ain't feeling good today, man, but he be back next week though, man. So
Rest
hopefully,
up, Kraft.
man,
Hope you feel better, man.
hopefully DC gets better, man. Get that boy back in the
Get some
studio.
vitamin C.
There you go. All right, man. Well, Jay, week week 13, bro. What are your thoughts on 13 so far, man?
It was actually a exciting week.
Yeah.
Um, with the Chiefs, Bengals, Eagles showed out. The Cowboys game was exciting for me. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Blowout.
oh yeah, I had a good time watching football this week.
Yeah. Absolutely. Deshaun Watson came back. First game in 700 days.
That was fun too.
Yeah.
To watch that spectacle, see what was gonna happen.
And we got a tie game as well, second tie game in the season. And within your division right there, the Commanders and Giants. And yeah, man. Unfortunately, man, like DC is pretty sick also because Saints got a ass whooping.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that one. And yeah, man, and also, man, like some players got hurt, quarterbacks especially. Jimmy G, they're saying that he's gonna be out for the rest of the season, man.
Yeah, there's a bunch of injuries that kind of shape the future of the season.
Yeah,
Like the playoff picture just got a little muddier
yeah,
with a few of these injuries that happened. But yeah, it's crazy. That Jimmy G one came out of. Oh, he's fragile, but man, that's a big blow because the 49ers, that's a scary team.
yeah. It is, man. But that being said, Jay, man, let's go on and let's start off week 13. Thursday night football. We have the Buffalo Bills at the New England Patriots. Final score in that game was 24-10. The Bills win this game right here. Um, I thought that the Patriots could be making a close one, man, but nah, the Bills did what they did, man. And yeah, real quick, man, let's go to some game leaders real quick, and let's go to the Bills side of the ball. Josh Allen, he threw for 33, completed 22, 223 yards with 2 touchdowns. Your top rusher was Cook, 14 carries, 64 yards. And your top receiver was Diggs, 7 catches, 92 yards, and 1 touchdown. Have a day, bro. Now to the New England side of the ball, Jones, he threw for 33, completed 22, 192, no, 195 yards and 1 touchdown. Top rusher was Stevenson with 10 carries, 54 yards, and your top receiver was Jones with 2 catches, 51 yards, and 1 touchdown. Team stats, Buffalo had 355 total yardage, while New England had 242 turnovers. The Bills had one, New England had zero. Time of possession, Buffalo had 38 minutes, while New England had 21. That being said, that puts Buffalo at 93, first in their division, and that puts New England 6-6, fourth in that division. But all teams in that division are above 500. So, Jay, what are your thoughts on this game, bro?
Pretty interesting game. I did think the Patriots gonna keep it close too, but it's just they don't have enough. Like they're starting their downfall
Yeah,
where quarterback isn't good enough, weapons aren't good enough, um, offensive coaches aren't good enough. So
yeah.
um, Buffalo did what they had to do.
Mm-hmm.
The boy Diggs, that Diggs Allen connection is crazy,
Yeah.
and like it's crazy because that was their first in division win of the year. That's the first time they beat somebody in their own division,
Damn.
and it came way this far into the season,
Yeah.
and they're still leading the division. So um, it was pretty good. Josh Allen showed out. Gabe Davis showed out. They put a good spectacle up there. But New England's got some. They got some stuff to fix.
Oh yeah, man,
They got a lot of
absolutely.
stuff to fix.
Um, if there was one thing I had to fix in New England, what would be the top priority for you?
You got to get that quarterback situation right, and then you got to get some explosive playmakers. They just don't. They don't have um enough playmakers. You got
Yeah.
Stevenson, but this isn't the 1990s. You gotta have. Let me see. Their best receiver is man,
According to the stats right now for this game right here was Marcus Jones.
and he's a he,
Who?
he he's a defensive player slash special teamer.
You know.
So
Yeah.
he came in, and it was a good. That was a great play to where they did the little
Yeah.
that
Screenplay.
little
Yeah.
screen,
That bubble
and that
screen.
dude's fast as
Yeah.
shit. But that's what they got to resort to.
Yeah.
So
You can't depend on that every
yeah,
day. Yeah.
and they're going against cats like Jamar Chase in their
Yeah.
conference. They're going to T Higgins. They got two receivers.
Yeah.
These cats are doing stuff with damn special teamers.
So
Special teamers.
the two top receivers are Devontae Packer and then also Nelson Ackler.
Aguilar. Yeah, that's
So yeah, man, you
it's
know,
not good enough,
no, like
and it's making Mac Jones look like he regressed.
yeah,
And there's I don't see if you score 20 points on the Patriots,
yeah,
they're not winning
yeah, absolutely. What's it called? Maybe next year in free agency, man, they could get like a real wide receiver.
in the draft. They say Belichick can't draft good receivers, but they got to do something. There's some good receivers coming out of college. Um, he needs to take like two of
Yeah,
them
yeah,
early.
early, yeah. Man, some defense stats right now, man. The Bills also they didn't have their oh boy, what's his name? Miller,
Oh, Von Miller,
Von
yeah,
Miller, yeah,
IR,
yeah, IR. So he's gonna
yeah,
be out for the next 4 weeks. He
yeah,
said that he could come back for that game, but they didn't want to rush him. They want to hold him for the postseason,
yeah,
and which, hey man, yeah,
yeah.
you're gonna need that. You're gonna need that experience.
Yeah, they can take
Defensive
care of the
lineman,
rest of the season. They're 9-3. They ain't
yeah,
got to worry about much. Just get him healthy, and
for the postseason,
yeah,
man.
hopefully the postseason he can
Come
turn up.
on, yeah, turn up and light up. So yeah, they only had one sack and they only had four QB hits, while New England had two sacks and they had six QB hits. That New England defense is nice, man,
Yeah,
but
it's just their offense ain't gonna help them.
yeah, exactly. You got to put up points, man. All right. Other than that, man, you got anything else more on this game right here?
No, not really.
All right, man. Let's go to the next game, man. So let's go to the Brown. All right, now we got the Browns versus the Texans. Final score 27-14. Browns come in here. Um, their defense won this game right here. It wasn't the offense; it was the defense.
Mm.
But yeah, so this is Watson's first game back right here. Let me give you some game leaders real quick. Watson, he threw for 22, only completed 12, 131 yards, and one interception. Your top rusher was Chubb, 17 carries, 80 yards. And your top receiver was Peoples, three catches, 44. And this is rare, bro. Like you normally see Chubbs or at least what over 100 with some couple of touchdowns, man.
Yeah,
But yeah, they won't running the ball on this one. Now to the Texans side of the ball, you have Allen. He threw for 39, completed 20, 201 yards, one touchdown, two interceptions. Your top rusher was Pierce, 18 carries, 73 yards. And your top receiver was Moore, with three catches, 46 yards. Total yardage, Cleveland had 304, while the Texans had 283 turnovers. Cleveland had two, Texans had four. And time of possession, Cleveland had 32 minutes, while the Texans had 27. That being said, that puts Cleveland now at 5-7, third in their division, and that puts the Texans at 1 10-1, last in that division. So what are your thoughts on this game, Jay?
And it was a weird experience watching this game,
Yeah.
just seeing Deshaun come back, or Nasty Man
Nasty man
Watson
Watson.
come back. Um, you can tell he was rusty as hell.
Oh
Like
yeah,
it's either he fell off or he was just completely rusty. He was bouncing balls. He was hesitant.
throwing it too low.
Like
Yeah,
most of the times they had a wide open receiver and he would just bounce it to him, and the receiver would just be like, "What the hell?"
yeah,
Um, I can't believe how many Watson jerseys I saw, like Cleveland Watson jerseys.
yeah.
There's a bunch of Cleveland people in the stands. But overall, the Texans going Texans, man. Like
Embrace the tank.
they dominated a Massage Boy.
Yeah,
Um, on their defense showed up. They were like
yeah,
they were running to the ball. They were hitting. They were talking a little smack to him,
yeah.
but it's crazy. It's
Man,
crazy. The Texans offense just uh shit at the bed.
yeah, absolutely. The Texans, man, like they threw so many interceptions, bro, and they scored. I believe in two of them. But yeah,
Well, between the Browns defense and special teams, they scored 24 points.
you see,
Two pick sixes, a punt return,
yeah,
and then a field goal.
it,
That's all they scored.
yeah,
The Browns offense just got a safety.
yeah,
So they gave 2 points to the Texans, and then their defense scored the rest, which is crazy.
yeah. What's it called? Like, have I knew this game going in that Texans had no chance. Either the Browns were about to like run the ball on them, or the defense was just going to just dominate the whole game. Which the defense came through and they dominated this game. But yeah, man, Texans. Yeah, I watched that game. I was kind of hoping somebody was going to hit me up and say, "Hey, man, let's go to the game." But yeah,
That
I would have gone, bro. But
really?
yeah, but
Would you boo him every time he every time he came on the field?
man, all right, like there's two type of there's two type of people in this world. Like you got the you got the you got the football Deshaun.
Mm-hmm.
To me, he's a very great player.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the person Deshaun.
Yeah, yeah.
He did, and this dude is like he may be like one of the biggest scumbags, in this world.
It's like R. Kelly. You got the musical
Yeah,
R.
exactly.
Kelly, and
Yeah,
then
you
you
got
got
the
the perv off the music.
yeah. So I only like Deshaun because of the football
Right.
aspects, But like maybe some most of these players, man, do some
Oh
shady
yeah.
stuff,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
You don't know these cats in real
yeah,
life.
so I don't know these people in real life. If I knew them personally, maybe I would change my opinion about them, man. But a football aspect of this, man, I think he's a great player. Like I wouldn't be mad if he was still on my team.
Yeah.
You know,
It's crazy. Like I knew they were gonna lose, but the way they lost, it's like that's the one that hurts
yeah,
because like I said, the defense showed up. So it was an interception return for a touchdown, fumble return for a touchdown, punt return for a touchdown. Like I swear to God, if they gave Deshaun Watson that game ball after that,
no, they got
yeah,
low expectations.
like no, there's no way he
No,
earned any respect in that locker room for that performance. But we'll see how he performs. I honestly thought if Jacoby Brissett started, they would have really they
absolutely.
would have whooped the shit out of
Uh,
Texas.
Absolutely. But I think this was a good game for Deshaun to come back and play. It just sucks that it had to be with his former team,
Yeah,
which they're really bad. But this is a good game that he can just take some rust out of him, and
yeah, it's more like a preseason game for him.
yeah, exactly. I don't know who they play right now, the Browns, but we'll find out later with the picks we make. But yeah, man, the Texans, man, like their defense did show up and play, man, but Jeez, that offense, bro. And mind you, we didn't have Cooks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's checked out.
Yeah, he's checked
He
out.
doesn't want to be in Houston no more.
Yeah. And also we didn't have Stingley neither, our number one corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was out. But you know who I like, bro, who show a lot of potential was on Jalen
Petrie.
Petrie,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, he
Bro, this dude's gonna be a nice
yeah.
safety in the NFL,
Yeah,
bro.
he likes to hit. He likes to. He's a good cover safety.
Yeah,
He got to pick this game. Like,
yeah.
yeah, he's
Right
gonna
at
be
him
good.
too, bro. It's like it
Yeah,
was right at him, and Deshaun didn't even see him in the end zone.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you got anything more else on this one? Any more thoughts?
Nah, we can move on to something else.
Okay, all right. Let me see. I'm just waiting for my laptop to be reloaded. All right, so let's go to the next game. We have the Steelers at the Falcons right here. Final score 19-17. Steelers win this game right here. Quick game leaders. Pickett, he threw for 28, completed 16, 197 yards, and one touchdown. Your top rusher was Harris, 17 carries, 86 yards. And your top receiver was Fearment, tight end, uh, 3 catches, 76 yards. And now we go to the Atlanta side of the ball. Mariota, he threw for 24, completed 13, 167 yards, one touchdown, one interception. Your top rusher was Patterson, 11 carries, 60 yards, and your top receiver was London for 6 catches, 95 yards. Team stats: Pittsburgh had 351, while Atlanta had 306 turnovers. Uh, Pittsburgh had zero, Atlanta had one. Time of possession: Pittsburgh was 32 minutes, while Atlanta was 27. That being said, that puts Atlanta at 5-8, second in their division
Mm.
for right now, and that puts Pittsburgh at 5-7, last in their division. So, Jay, what are your thoughts on this game, bro?
Honestly, I I've I've really cared less about a game.
Than this one?
It's just these two teams. They just play. There's no stakes.
Yeah,
They're just playing the game just because it's on the schedule.
yeah,
Maybe if Atlanta could have pulled it off, they could have made something interesting in their division. But
yeah.
so you said Atlanta's second.
Yeah, they're second right now, but because we have New Orleans and Tampa Bay playing tonight.
Oh yeah, so if New Orleans gets that win,
Yeah,
they'll hop up in the second.
yeah.
Oh
Hmm.
man, that's an ugly division.
It is,
That
bro.
division right now has 18 total wins out of the four teams,
Yeah,
man. Like I said, these teams are just playing. They got paid,
yeah.
and that's pretty much it.
Hey man, so overall, what are your thoughts on Pickett, the quarterback from the Steelers, man?
He he's showing some potential. Problem with Pickett is he's already an older rookie,
Hmm.
so his ceiling isn't that high. He's pretty much formed.
Yeah,
This is what he's gonna be. Um, he's competitive. He's he's not gonna be like what's that guy? He's not gonna throw a billion interceptions. He'll be better than Trubisky was,
okay,
but I think he's leveled. He's at the highest level he can be. Um, and what's that? 197 yards. He's
yeah.
competitive. He keeps him in games, but what are you gonna get with Pickett? You're not gonna get
No, man, you ain't gonna get
like
much.
you got Mahomes, you got Joe Burrow to compete with. Maybe he keeps you in the second, third team in your division kind of
Yeah,
running, but that's the best he's gonna do.
yeah. So you know, the owner from the Falcons, he said that every position is open right now. So basically, I think he's telling his head coach that you need to make some changes, you know. But yeah. So do you see the Steelers maybe drafting a quarterback next year?
It's tough because they just drafted him.
Yeah.
I think they're just gonna have to work with him. and they're gonna have to live with that decision to draft him.
Yeah,
Um, I'm sorry about Mike Tomlin. He's just gonna have to live with what they got. Maybe they can make a run. He at least gets like you saw how George Pickens.
yeah,
George Pickens is like, just give me the ball. So there's no difference between him and Trubisky whenever he was in the game.
yeah,
Um, they're not getting their playmakers the ball, and it's just I think they're stuck.
yeah,
They're stuck with this situation for a while.
yeah. Um, but this could be this could be the Steelers' first time in a long time not finish above 500.
Yeah,
But hey, man, like I guess the next couple years, this might be like a awakening call for that franchise right there, man. Might have to make some changes with their players, man. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that quarterback situation they got over there. But let's move on to the next game, Jay. We have the Packers at the Bears. Final score 28-19. Some game leaders real quick, and let's start off with the Packers side of the ball. Rodgers, he threw for 31, completed 18, 182 yards and one touchdown. Utah rusher was Dylan, 18 carries, 93 yards and one touchdown.
mm.
Have a day. Utah receiver was Lazard, 5 catches, 67 yards. Now to the Bears side of the ball. Fields, he comes back in this game right here for missing, what was it, 2 games? Maybe?
Mm.
Yeah, 2 games. Um, he threw for 25, completed 20, 254 yards, but with 2 interceptions. Top rusher was Fields with 6 carries, 71 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And your top receiver was St. Brown with 3 catches, 85 yards. Team stats: Green Bay had 357 yards, and while Chicago had 409 turnovers, Green Bay had zero. Chicago had three. Time of possession: Green Bay had 32 minutes, while Chicago had 27. That being said, Jerron, same division right here. Chicago 3-10, last in the division, and that puts the Packers at 5-8, third in that division. Jeez, man, the mighty have fallen, bro. The
Yeah,
Packers, man. Who would have thought 5-8, man?
yeah.
So what are your thoughts on this game, Jay?
Uh, Now this is how again, no moral victories, but this is how you lose with some promise.
Mm.
The Bears were leading that game for a long part of it.
Yeah, second half there was 16-10.
Yeah. Justin Fields, he's playing crazy right now. I know he had the interceptions, but him using his legs, I had no idea I knew he was athletic, but
Yeah.
he wasn't this in college.
No.
In college, he was throwing it around and he was incorporating his legs. This dude is like a running back right now.
He
He
has to be.
yeah, well that's true.
Yeah.
So they're 3-10. They're gonna get a nice draft pick,
Yeah.
and
Hopefully,
get him some more weapons. Maybe fix that defense because the
yeah.
defense is what's letting them down now.
I was about to ask you that. So, like, with those draft pick, who do you, what position should they get? You just said defense, right?
Lineman, um, they just traded away a linebacker. Always look at that, but corner help. I would I would try to get Will Anderson from Alabama.
Yeah.
That dude's a monster. He might go number one, but I would definitely look into getting a monster up front, and then just get everybody healthy. I don't think Mooney played this game. Darnell Mooney.
Yeah.
That's why St. Brown was the number one receiver, but
Yeah.
he kept them. He's his using his legs to keep them in the game, and that's what's promising about Fields. And on the other side, Aaron Rodgers he still owns them. He still
Yeah.
owns
He. Yeah. Yeah.
like
He does.
I swear I thought they were gonna lose that game. But hell, at
In the
this
fourth
point,
quarter, they came back.
yeah,
Yeah.
at this point, whenever Rodgers retires, the Bears need to retire his jersey too.
Yeah.
They need to put his jersey in the rafters and be like, all
Yeah.
right,
Thank God he's
yeah,
gone.
the ghost of Aaron Rodgers has stopped haunting us. Because when it comes to the Bears and the Cowboys, Aaron Rodgers somehow always pulls it out.
Yeah.
But I can kind of see what they're going for, what they'll be in the future. their offense is starting to come together. Like Christian Watson
Yeah.
is starting, he's balling.
Yeah, he's balling now.
That dude's
Yeah.
balling. Lazard is he's good. But
Well,
AJ Dillon,
he's just coming back from an injury, man. So give him time.
yeah,
You know, he's missed out with like 4 or 5 games.
Lazard, I'm not sure how many he missed, but he wasn't incorporated as much
Yeah.
since Christian Watson started going off.
Yeah.
And then AJ Dillon finally showed up.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
maybe he has to be the lead back to be useful.
Yeah.
Because at that second back row, he wasn't doing anything. It seemed like he came in and he lost yardage every carry, but now he uh he turned up. So
Yeah. Absolutely. So what do you? So I'm pretty sure the Packers are gonna have like a top 15 pick, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So do you draft a receiver or do you trying to up the offensive line?
I think offensive line has to be looked at first.
Uh,
The problem is it's got to be offensively because their defense has a shitload of first rounders already.
yeah.
So you're just adding more first rounders, and the defense has been disappointing. But how many first rounders can you have on your defense, man? It's just too much. They got to get Rogers some help. O line and yeah, O line and a receiver.
Yeah.
Um, got to check on Romeo Dobbs, see how he's doing. But yeah, get some weapons for A Rod.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Moving on, man. Let's go to the next game. We have the Jaguars at the Lions. Final score 14-40. Lions win this one right here. Let's go to the game leaders real quick. And the Jaguars side of the ball, we had Lawrence. He threw for 31, completed 17, 179 yards and 1 touchdown. Top rusher was God, I always have a tough time with this dude. Um,
Ed, Ed,
Edney,
Eddie
Edian,
ETN.
ETN,
Yeah.
13 carries, 54 yards. Top receiver was Christian Kirk with 6 catches, 104 yards. Now to the Lions side of the ball, we have Goff. He threw for 41, completed 31, 340 yards and 2 touchdowns. Man, have a day. Then you have your top rusher was Swift with 14 carries, 62 yards, and 1 touchdown. Top receiver from the Lions, bro, 11 carries, 114 yards, and 2 touchdowns. St. Brown, have a day, bro. Team stats, real quick. Jaguars had 266 total, while Detroit had 437 total yards. And Jacksonville had 1 turnover. Detroit had 0. Time of possession, Jacksonville with 23 minutes, while the Lions had 36, bro. That being said, that puts the Lions at 5-7, second in their division, and that puts Jacksonville 4-8, third in that division. What are your thoughts in this game, Jay?
Man, Detroit Detroit is it's starting to come together.
Yeah,
Uh Out of the last couple weeks, their offense has been incredible.
yeah,
Um Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's the new Cooper Cup in my opinion.
mm,
He doesn't look that fast. He's kind of small, but he just all he does is get open, make
yeah,
make tough catches. Their offense is fun to watch too. It's like all the misdirection they're doing. But we need to start talking about the Jaguars. Like they're just disappointing.
yeah. They are.
They're what I don't know what's going on with Trevor Lawrence, but it's a dud of a season for these cats.
It's like, man, like they're not consistent, man. It's like they win some big games, but they lose like close games though. Like, all right, so like this game right here, I thought it was gonna be like a close game, but y- last week when they played against the Ravens, bro,
Mhm.
like they showed out, bro. I was like, damn, like
Yeah,
Lawrence looked legit.
yeah.
It's like he comes in here, man, throws for 31, only complete 17. I
They're
mean,
just so inconsistent. Like when
yeah,
when Trevor Lawrence went down, I thought he was out he was gonna be out like Jimmy G like broke his foot kind of
yeah,
out, but he came back. he tried to tough it out, but it's not what you thought when he came out of school. Like you thought he was
Yeah.
just gonna be sunshine and deep balls and maybe Andrew Luck all over again.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's just not working out. Working out for them that way.
So what do you think that the Jaguars are missing for them even being competitive?
That's tough. I don't know if it's coaching, maybe toughness, maybe they're not. Maybe having ETN as your lead back,
Yeah.
maybe that was the wrong thing to do. He might need to be a change of pace, kind of like Zeke and Tony Pollard kind
Yeah.
of relationship. They're just not tough. It seems
Yeah.
like in the trenches they're just getting stomped,
Yeah.
mud stomped every game.
Yeah. Um. So so what about Detroit, man? Do you see Detroit making any changes this season?
It's tough because now they got golf playing well,
Yeah. They
so
do.
everybody wanted them to when they say, oh, when they get a good quarterback, look out for the Lions.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna cut golf now? You gonna bench him? That he's playing well,
Yeah.
340 yards.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing well. He's giving receivers accurate balls. And that's another team that's got a ceiling. Their
Yeah.
ceiling ain't uh playoffs right now.
Yeah.
Their ceiling right now is 5-8 and then they can be explosive some games.
Um. So so all right. Do you think that they will move on with the from golf next season?
No, I they
Uh,
got to keep him. He's
keep them.
playing too well.
Yeah.
That you got to keep him and just uh support him. Get that defense up.
Yeah.
Defense
A corner. They need a good corner,
they
man,
they need
or a safe, like someone in the secondary.
yeah they need a secondary player that's is gonna they need like a it's funny they need a Jalen Ramsey type
Yeah.
in their secondary.
Yeah. They do.
Um, but they like they're gonna play hard every game, and sometimes you're gonna get this result where they just mollywop a cat,
Yeah.
and other times their talent isn't good enough.
Yeah. All right, man. We'll say it, bro. So let's move on to the next game. We have the Jets at the Vikings. Final score 22-27. Vikings win this game right here. Game leaders, real quick. Let's start off with the Jets side of the ball. White, he threw for 57 times.
Yes.
Jesus. And completed 369 yards, 2 interceptions. Top rusher was Knight, 15 carries, 90 yards. And your top receiver was Wilson for 8 catches, 162 yards. Now to the Vikings side of the ball. Cousins, he threw for 35, completed 21, 173 yards and 1 touchdown. The top rusher, Cook, he carried the ball 20 times, 86 yards and 1 touchdown. Top receiver was Justin Jefferson. He caught the ball 7 times, 40 45 yards
Mm-hmm.
and 1 touchdown. Man, dude, what's up with that? And team stats, let's go with the Jets. 486 total yardage, while the Vikings only had 287. That's crazy. And the Jets turnovers, they had 2. Minnesota had 0. Time possession, the Jets had 31 minutes, while the Vikings had 28. That being said, that puts Minnesota Vikings at 10-2, number one in their division. And that puts the Jets at 7-5, third in that division. Jay, what are your thoughts in this game, bro?
They just had it. They had every opportunity to win this
Yeah,
game.
they did, man.
They let the Vikings off the hook. In the fourth quarter, bad play calling. There's times where that last drive, um, well, it was either bad quarterback decision. There's on that 3rd and 10.
Yeah,
There's plenty of room to scramble and at least get 5 yards and make it an easier fourth down attempt.
Yeah.
But they the Jets should have won that game. That would have been a solid victory for them. And it's showing that the team likes Mike White better than uh Zach Wilson.
Wilson, yeah.
Everybody supported White. They had the shirt supporting him before the game and after the game. So um I don't that that's one of my um bold statements. Zach Wilson's bench. I don't think he's
For the year?
yes. He's not starting any more games. Mike White is gonna be the starter. Just by listening to the commentary of the receivers, they like Mike White way better. He's more competitive. He's less whiny than Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Um, but we say it every week. The Jets have a good team.
Yeah, they do.
They're stacked. Their corners are good. Their defense line's good. They got receivers everywhere. Running game's good. It's just up to this quarterback.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy that Wilson, man, like coming in, he was getting praise from being the MILF guy,
Yeah,
you know. And all of a sudden, man, like he hasn't done anything spectacular this season. But it's because of his team. He has a great team behind him, man. He got great defense, a good running game, some solid wide receivers. It just him, man. Like he's the problem of that team, And look what I got him. Got him benched. That being said, Jerron, do you think that the Jets will get a quarterback next season on the draft?
um, not the draft. I think free agency. The rumor was Jimmy G going to New York.
Yeah,
Um, they're out of the running. They won too many games for them to try to get
decent.
a decent draft
Yeah,
pick to get a quarterback.
at least the top three will be gone by the
Yeah,
20th
and
pick.
and I'll be honest, next year might be the quarterback year. That dude Caleb Williams
From where?
from USC.
Okay.
That he might be the one that everybody needs to tank for. I
Mm.
don't know, but like um, Alabama quarterback
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young, he's small. He's like 180 pounds.
Yeah.
He's got a good arm, but those are kind of red flag numbers
Yeah.
just for how small and how light he is. CJ Stroud from Ohio State's he's pretty good, but I think he's kind of limited. Like everything's got to go perfect for him.
Yeah.
But with Caleb Williams, that dude right there, he looked like Mahomes 2.0, just the way his arm angles can go, how athletic he is, thrown on the run.
Yeah.
So I think he might be the one that everybody needs to tank for, but
Hmm.
he can't come out until next year.
Wow. Yeah.
So if I'm the Jets, I'm trying to see how Jimmy G is,
Yeah.
and then if not, let's run it back with Mike White.
Yeah.
He's keeping y'all competitive.
Yeah. Absolutely. But the Vikings, bro. Vikings look legit. Um. Uh,
Do you trust him?
well, I was about to ask you that. Like, are there any concerns that you
I
got? To me, man, is always going to go to Cousins.
Yeah,
He's never consistent, man. This game he played a clean game, no interceptions. Usually he throws 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. It's always guaranteed for him.
yeah,
It's like that's his pattern. Um, but um, but yeah, my only concern is Cousins. That's it, man. You got a great running game. You got one solid receiver and one elite receiver
right,
right there. Defense is right there. It's like in the mid. It's not too bad. It's not. It's not too good, but they will help you win a game, man. But yeah, those are all my concerns with when it comes to the Vikings is Cousins. Which Cousins you gonna get?
right.
You know?
So the thing about this, they were out out possession. So they only had 28 minutes possession.
Yeah,
Um, and the Jets defense did a good job of taking away Justin Jefferson.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, he's the concern. Um, I don't think anybody should be scared of the Vikings, especially if they got to go on the road.
Yeah.
It's toast. Maybe at home, if they keep this record, well, it was important because as a Cowboys fan, I was wanting the Jets to get that victory
Yeah.
because that would take that could help the Cowboys get the second seed,
Yeah.
so they wouldn't have to go to Minnesota if they had to face them. But outside of that, I don't trust the Vikings. I'm I'm not scared of them in the slightest.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's say if the Cowboys did had to go to Minnesota, Minnesota
Hmm.
and go play, that would not scare you?
No, no, no.
No?
We already beat them 40-3 in Minnesota a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago, and we were favored then. I think we will be favored again. Um,
Well, you know what they say, Jerome, payback's a bitch, bro.
yeah, but nah,
Not
the we whooped their ass too hard for them to be too scary.
all right. Well said, my friend. Well said. All right. Let's go on to the next game. Next game right here that we have the Commanders at the Giants. This game was tied 20-20. Went to overtime and nobody could scored any points on this game. That being said, let's go to some game leaders real quick. Let's start off with the Commander side of the ball. Heineke, he threw for 41, completed 27, 275 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Top rusher was Robinson, 21 carries, 96 yards. And your top receiver was Mac McLaurin.
McLaurin.
McLaurin, 8 catches, 105 yards, and 1 touchdown. Now to the Giants side of the ball. Jones, he threw for 31, completed 25, 200 yards, and 1 touchdown. Top rusher, also Jones, 12 carries, 71 yards. And your top receiver was Slayton, was 6 catches, 90 yards. Um, Team stats, the Commanders had 411 yards, while the Giants had 316. Both teams had one turnover each. Time of possession, the Commanders had 41 minutes, while the Giants had 28. This is included in the overtime.
Yeah, but still
Yeah,
41.
yeah, 41. So that being said, Jay, because of this tie, this puts the Giants at 7-4 and one
Right.
third in that division, and this puts the Commanders at 7-5 and one fifth. I'm sorry, fourth in that division. What are your thoughts on this game, Jay? And this being in y'all's division right here, man.
It looked like when it went to overtime, they were like, hey, you know what? We're not gonna take no chances. You get half a win, we get half a win. And then they play each other in 2 weeks. So the
in DC this time, huh?
yeah, in
Yeah,
DC this time. Giants should have won that game.
yeah.
They were up uh
They were up.
20.
Well, they were up 13-3, and then in the second half,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, the Commanders should have won this game because they were up 10. They were up 10. Yeah, 10-0 at the first half.
Hmm.
First quarter,
Hmm.
and then the Giants they put up 13 before the first half.
Yeah. So they did get like a 20-13 lead
Yeah,
in the fourth quarter.
yeah.
They couldn't get any points in the fourth quarter, which of
So the
course led to
Commanders,
the
like starting off, they should have won this game, man. But they let the Giants come up.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean it doesn't really do anything. They again they play in a couple weeks.
yeah,
Some of the Giants rookies came up, or their young players. Thibodeau looked good that game, but um, it just shows that they the Commanders made the right decision with sticking with Heineke.
yeah.
I don't know what it is about that dude. It's not pretty, but somehow
It works.
yeah, somehow it's working. They fighting for that dude. He's making McLaurin like a beast again.
Yeah,
That's the thing I like that when Wentz was in there, McLaurin would get like 3
Yeah.
catches, 40 yards. Now it's 100 yards and a touchdown every game for
Yeah.
McLaurin.
Yeah.
Um, and but and it's a weird situation because at this point both teams are in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy because right now in that division, everybody's above 500.
Oh
That's
yeah.
that's crazy, man. But like, so what do you think? All right, so you you said off screen that you see three teams can possibly go for sure to the playoffs from this division.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know Philly and Dallas,
Mm-hmm.
but which other team besides the Commanders and Giants do you see is going to the playoffs?
Well, you talking about out of the out of the NFC East? I think there's gonna
Yeah,
be three. Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But which team do you think is the Giants or the
I
Command?
think the Commanders
Okay,
they're leveling up. Like as we speak, I think they're getting better and better every week.
yeah,
Um, Chase Young comes back. He's gonna have a positive influence on their
yeah,
defense.
hmm,
Um, and the Giants' schedule is starting to get tougher.
okay,
Like coming up, they've got probably the toughest stretch of games in the division
yeah,
left over because they got to play Philly twice. They got to play Washington again. They just barely got a tie with them.
hmm.
Um, and I forget who else they got to play next, but
I want to say the Texans. Oh
um,
no, 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 they would play the Texans.
Cowboys play Texans
Yeah,
next.
yeah, yeah. Next, yeah,
But yeah, the the Giants are starting to look like how we thought the Giants were going to look at the beginning of the year. Daniel Jones played pretty well, but they just don't have enough weapons.
yeah,
Like if you look at them compared to the Commanders, Commanders have uh more talented weapons, especially receiving weapons.
yeah. Especially receiving. Yeah,
Of course, Saquon is a monster for them, but
Saquon didn't show up in this game, man.
yeah, no, he got a touchdown, but it's not like at the beginning of the year. Oh, the Giants got to play the Vikings too.
Oh yeah,
They got to go to Minnesota, so there's tough games are starting to pile up. I think they lose to the Vikings. They lose to the Eagles twice. So
yeah,
that's going to take them out of the run. They're going to end up like a 500 team now that they got that tie.
yeah.
I can see 8-1 for the Giants.
Giants. Okay. All right, man. Let's go. Move on to the next game right here, bro. So we have the Titans at the Eagles. Final score 10-35. Eagles win this game right here. Game leaders real quick. And let's start off with the Titans side of the ball. Tannehill, he threw for 22, completed 14, 141 yards and one touchdown. Your top rusher was also Hill. He carried the ball 33 times, 34 yards. And your top receiver was Nguku. 4 catches, 68 yards. Now to the Eagle side of the ball. Hurts, he threw for 39, completed 29, 380 yards, and three touchdowns. Have a day. And your top rusher from the Eagles side, Sanders, he carried the ball 10 times, 24 yards, and one touchdown. And your top receiver, A.J. Brown, eight
Yeah.
catches, 119 yards, and two touchdowns. Boy, I'm pretty sure DC would
Yeah.
like to see him back in the Titans. And team stats. Tennessee had 209 yards, while the Eagles had 453 total. Turnovers. Both teams had zero time of possession. Titans 27 minutes, Eagles 32. That being said, that still leaves the Titans number one, and their division was 7-5, and that leaves Philly still number one in their division with 11-1. So, Jay, what are your thoughts on this game right here, bro?
And this game pissed me off. Um, it was advertised as the Titans and the Eagles.
Yeah,
It's like a bully versus bully matchup. I
yeah,
thought the Titans were gonna be more physical. Thought they're gonna get um Derrick Henry.
Was going to run
I
that
thought he
ball.
was gonna be rolling, and it ended up just being like a, a Eagles parade.
Yeah.
And they Hurts is looking like an MVP right now.
Yeah.
Um, all their receiving weapons going crazy. AJ Brown is
Bro,
like
Devontae
Optimus
Smith.
Prime right now.
Devontae Smith had 5 catches for 102 yards and
Yeah.
1 touchdown.
So for them to do that to Tennessee is impressive.
Yeah.
Tennessee's been physical, well coached. Um, hell, wait, Derrick Henry only got 11 carries in the game,
Yeah.
so the game got away from him. It was a little bit better when before Burks got hurt. Traylon Burks, 1 catch, 25 yards, touchdown. So, uh, the Eagles are a good team, man, and it seems like all their tough games are at home.
Yeah.
Every time it's a game where it's like, oh man, maybe they can falter. Nah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
at home. They got that Philly environment. They just gonna run it up on you. Um, I hate them, but they should be Super Bowl favorites.
Yeah.
Out of the NFC, they should be favorites to get there. Jalen Hurts is probably my MVP over Patrick Mahomes. Man, it's just that it's a good team, and it's no way you can hate on them.
Yeah.
They're tough. Hurts took another step, and it's hard to stop. Like they can do anything. They
Yeah.
can run it up the middle. If you stop that, Hurts just you're gonna run it to the outside. You stop that, you key in on the quarterback run. AJ Brown over top, 1-on-1. He's gonna just moss you. Devontae Smith, same thing. Like, how do you stop these cats?
Yeah.
So they got good coaching. They scheme up very well each game.
Yeah, they do. Um, I agree with you on that, man. Jalen Hurts, I can see him go for an MVP.
Mm.
He's playing hell of a good season this year, man. From last year's playoff when they were playing the Buccaneers, I was like, man, the Eagles have so much to improve on.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it's like training camp to just like hit the switch and like I was all right, man, we're going out this year.
Yeah.
And they got AJ Brown,
Mm-hmm.
great trade right there.
Yep.
Makes a big difference right there. He's number one receiver, and Hurts, man, like he just taking care of the ball.
Yeah.
He's being very smart with it, man.
It's
the
crazy.
basics. He like what he lacked on last year, he improved on this year.
He was the question mark last year.
Exactly.
Everybody was like, "Oh yeah, they got all this draft capital. Now, if they want to, they can replace Hurts."
Yeah.
Hurts is earning a contract right now.
Mm-hmm.
As long as AJ Brown is healthy, it's gonna be tough to stop. If AJ Brown gets hurt in some way, then I want to see how he kind of maneuvers that. But right now they playing lights out, and it's scary. It's scary to watch.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Eagles are looking very nice right now, man. All right, that being said, let's move on to the next game. We have the Broncos at the Ravens. Final score on this one was 9-10. It was a pretty boring game, but let's move on to some game leaders and start off the Broncos side of the ball. We have Russell Wilson. He threw for 22. He completed 1,789 yards. Top rusher was Murray. 17 carries, 47 yards. Your top receiver was tight end Dosich with 6 catches, 85 yards. Moving on to the Ravens side of the ball, Huntley had to come in. Lamar got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
30. He threw for 32, completed 27, 187 yards and 1 interception. Your top rusher was also Huntley for 10 carries, 41 yards and 1 touchdown. Top receiver was Andrews with 4 catches, 53 yards. Man, this was an ugly game.
Yeah.
Team stats: Denver, they had 272 yards, while Baltimore had 285. Turnovers, Denver had 0, Baltimore had 2. Time possession, Denver 27 minutes, while the Ravens had 32. That being said, that puts Denver at 3-9, last in that division, and that puts the Ravens at 8-4, first in that division. So, Jay, what are your thoughts on this game, bro?
Uh, Russell Wilson, man.
Let's ride.
Man, it's bad. Like I feel terrible for that dude.
The dude or the fans?
I feel terrible for Russell Wilson, man.
Yeah.
Maybe his ego was just so big that where he was like, I'm the man.
I can go to any team.
Wherever I go, I'm gonna be the man. And then it's just he's falling flat on his face.
Yeah.
No touchdown scored this game.
No touchdowns.
Uh, even with Lamar Jackson out of the game, they couldn't pull this off.
No.
It's just man.
That lets you know, man. Like this team is not set to win right now. In paper, they're a contender team, man. But man,
Right.
when you watch them, man, it's unwatchable. It's
Right.
like it makes you think. It's like really, like you gave up 3 picks and a handful of players, and you gave them that money.
And yeah,
You know what I'm
that big
saying?
ass contract.
I think that the coach is gone by the end of this year. I like how can you have a roster like that and
Mhm.
only have 3 wins?
Yeah, he's in over his head, and that's the only thing they can do because they can't right now. They can't do anything to the roster because of his contract, because of Russell Wilson's contract.
Yeah,
Only thing you can do is hopefully bring in a offensive genius,
yeah,
which Hackett was supposed to be
yeah.
the offensive genius.
I guess if it ain't Rodgers, it can't be with nobody
I
else.
I guess, but he's over his head. That it's just is um it's embarrassing to watch.
Yeah,
It's embarrassing to watch. They couldn't get one touchdown out of this. They couldn't stop Huntley from get the
bro, they made 3 field goals. I mean, the kicker was the most important player of this game from Denver side.
so first quarter field goal. Second quarter got a field goal.
Field goal,
Third quarter got
field
and then
goal,
fourth quarter
0.
shutout.
Yeah,
Like
only
man,
took a touchdown and that right there because of the Ravens won, man, because of that touchdown in the fourth quarter. But yeah, man, absolutely. It sucks about Lamar. Um, they don't know if he's gonna be out for a couple weeks or not.
yeah. I think they said it's not a long term injury, but
Yeah,
the way he was looking,
bro,
it didn't look it didn't look
it
good.
looked like Tyson just gave
Yeah,
that dude a big old punch,
yeah.
man.
It,
He was like when he was going in the tunnel, like his body was leaning against the wall. Like he was just
it
like, help this guy, man. Like this guy is barely walking.
and somehow Huntley always turns up. Like they run him more. They do less like not quarterback things, but they do more like college offense with
Yeah,
Huntley. And hell, it worked. He came got a
he was just
game
helping.
winning drive
Yeah,
to in the fourth quarter. So it's just it's it's bad for the Broncos, man.
it is,
They
man.
they had Super Bowl hopes. They've scored what is this? They scored 3 touchdowns since they game in London. Is saying, man, it's
Basically,
agonizing to watch. It's
that
agonizing to think about. I don't know, man.
I don't know, but I really feel sorry for that fan base. Look, the Denver Bronco fan base, man. I've been there before.
Mm-hmm.
The like the stuff they do in game day is pretty awesome. Mind you, man, that's the only team close around that state. Think about it. You have Colorado,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have New Mexico, and then you have the surrounding states, and like that's the fan base. That's that one team they got right there, you know. And Jesus, man, like this team is just like I
I
said
don't
on
know.
paper, bro.
I don't know
It's
how I
awesome.
don't know how I feel about Broncos fans.
Well, why not?
I, I think Broncos fans put themselves on the fans on the level of like the 49ers and the Cowboys. Like they're like, a big team
Well,
to
they won. They
yeah,
won
but
two championships in the '90s,
I don't know. Like you're the Broncos. Simmer down a little
bro.
bit.
They,
They
they
got the mile high thing. All right, but I don't feel sorry for their fans. Man.
I mean, bro, like, look, but just look at the history of the franchise, man. They had Elway, you know, they had
See,
well, what's a boy that running back,
uh,
um,
dang, I forget.
something Davis,
Yeah,
yeah,
Terrell Davis.
Terrell
Yeah,
Davis, man, and then also
they
um
had that little run with Peyton Manning.
Payne Manning, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like. That's badass, man.
They
I ain't gonna
they
lie, bro. Like, if my team had something close to theirs, man, I got happy Deshaun Watson. That's one player, and Andre Johnson, J.J. Watt.
and they putting themselves in the America's team conversation. That's where I draw the line.
Now,
I would put
I put the Patriots before the
I'll
Broncos.
put the Cowboys, Patriots, Packers, and 49ers. Those could be if
America's team.
America's teams.
Yeah,
Those are the only
yeah.
ones.
All right, yeah.
The Broncos try to put themselves in there to where they got a big fan base and simmer down. Y'all had some good highlights in y'all.
See, like I put the Broncos. Same thing with the Seahawks. Like in that level, like right there.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I'm not saying
they're
like
they're level two kind of fan base to
yeah,
where
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Their fan base ain't elite, but it's loyal. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? But
It,
yeah,
it's funny. Have you seen the bathroom meter
the
uh
bathroom meter.
for Russell Wilson? So Russell Wilson got a new house in Denver.
Okay.
He's got 12 bathrooms in his house. They're doing. Can he get as many passing touchdowns as as bathrooms in his house?
Oh
He's only got
man.
8. So they
8
track.
passing touchdowns?
Yeah, they track it every week and be like, all right, so he got no, so he's still stuck on 8 passing touchdowns, and he's got 12 bathrooms in his house. He doesn't look like he's gonna catch up.
Mm-mm. That's funny, bro. Who came up with that?
I just been seeing it online, like
On Twitter?
yeah, on Twitter. So
The toilets are winning.
yeah, the toilets are winning. He's only got eight touchdowns. Hilarious.
Oh man, bro, that's sad, bro. Like
Yeah,
you got more restrooms than you got touchdowns.
that's a hell of a downfall to be. And then the memes, the let Russell cook stuff.
Oh, bro,
That's why I feel bad for that dude.
you did you see that meme of Malvin Gordon leaving Denver?
Mm-mm.
So he was leaving, and then the white Bronco. He said, and it said it was fun, but I gotta go.
No, I didn't see
Then
that
you didn't
one.
see that one?
No, I didn't see that one.
Like I'm gonna send it to you later, man. That shit was funny, bro. Yeah. All right. So moving on, let's go to the Seahawks at the Rams. Final score 27-23. Seahawks win this game. Real quick, game leaders. Let's go to the Seahawks side of the ball. Uh, Smith, he threw for 28. I mean, I'm sorry, he threw for 39, completed 28, 367 yards and 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Your top rusher was Dallas, 10 catches, 37 yards. And your top receiver was Lockett, 9 catches, 128 yards and 1 touchdown. Have a day, bro. Now let's move on to the Rams side of the ball. Wolford, he threw for 26, completed 14 for 178 yards, 2 interceptions. Your top rusher was Akers for 17 carries, 660 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Have a day. And then your top receiver was Artwell for 2 catches and 48 yards. So both the receivers are injured, huh? Robinson and Cup.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, they and then their quarterback is
Out for
on
4 weeks.
IR too.
Yeah. Some team stats real quick. Total for the Seahawks, 438 for this for Seattle, and the Rams had 319. Both teams had 2 turnovers each. Time possession, 30 minutes for Seattle and 29 for the Rams. That being said, Jay, this puts Seattle at 7-5, second in their division, and this puts the Rams 3-9 last in their division. What are your thoughts on this game, man?
Well, we can get the Rams out of here real quick. They're done. I think they're done for years. The way they built their franchise.
Man, that boy said, "Fuck them pigs."
Yeah, fuck them picks. Let's
And you
give
getting fucked now.
everybody a damn contract extension. But see the Seattle Seahawks are scary. They they're loaded everywhere. Kenneth Walker was hurt that game, but like you said, DJ Dallas came in.
Yeah,
He balled out. Geno's balling out. Tyler Lockett, like routing people up
yeah.
left and right. DK Metcalf is a monster. They're
Mm-hmm.
scary. I'm hoping they, for selfish reasons, they don't get into the playoffs because I do not want
To go to Seattle.
any part of Seattle. I don't want any part. We'll see if they can catch the 49ers now that Garoppolo got hurt.
Yeah.
But man, these cats right here are um are super scary.
Okay. Okay.
You got beasts everywhere. The rookie class is showing up. Like their rookie tackle, he's started since day one. He's been good. Rookie cornerback Woolen, he looks like a future All Pro.
Yeah.
Of course, Kenneth Walker, rookie running back. Like their draft pass is pretty dang good.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Let me hit the breaking news button. Boop, 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 boop. Man, I got some breaking news right here, Jay. Guess what, bro?
What's that?
The Panthers have released quarterback Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield has been released.
Yes, sir. He's been released by the Panthers. He came in. They thought they were gonna make a little run for him, man, but no. I guess they released him right here, and he will go to waivers. Do you see any team picking him up?
Yes.
Which team?
The Houston
Fuck
Texans.
you.
The Houston Texans will pick up Baker Mayfield. They may not start him this year,
Yeah.
but they have no choice. They gotta keep adding in. You gotta roll with different quarterbacks till you find you one, man. Like I could see Baker in Houston starting next year. Let's say
Why? Next year?
let's say the Texans don't go for a rookie quarterback.
No.
Let's say they with the first overall pick they go for Will Anderson or
Stop talking, dog.
or
You're making
Jalen
no
Carter.
sense right now, bro.
I could see Fredo, but the problem is you can see it too.
No, I mean I don't want like I get for some stupid reason I see it also. You know, this will be such a Texans thing to do if
Yeah.
they do this.
Yeah.
If they go and go get him, first of all, be like, why? I'd rather get one of these two quarterbacks coming out. I'd rather go for Stroud or for Young, but not him. I mean, Baker has had time to go and improve himself. Bro, out of what 6 years he's been in the league, 1 year he looked decent.
He's looked decent
I rather
more often than he looked terrible.
No,
So
he's not it, bro.
as let's talk about the future.
Of whom?
Let's say the Texans GM he's concerned about Bryce Young's height
Okay.
and weight. Bryce Young is he's teeny. He's like 170, 180.
He's like a Murray.
Murray's heavy.
Yeah.
Murray's probably a little bit.
He's gained weight since he got in the league, though.
That's true too.
Right.
Well, maybe they can do that with Bryce Young, but
Well, Bryce Young, bro, just feed him a lot of tacos.
Yeah. It's a lot of burrito.
Yeah, a lot of burritos and a lot of tacos. At 12 o'clock at night, he's going to gain about 20 pounds right there, bro. But Baker Mayfield,
I can almost guarantee he'll be.
I make a bet with you that he's not
uniform.
coming over here. If he does, God, I'm gonna switch teams. Like I'm gonna go ahead and maybe become a damn Saints fan or something.
Well, that actually might be another spot
All right.
he could
So
end
three
up.
spots where he would go to. So you said the Texans and you said Saints.
Texans, um 49ers just lost their quarterback. Maybe they bring him as a backup
Backup.
for Purdy. So I would say um Texans first, 49ers. Yeah, maybe the Saints. Maybe
Yeah.
the Saints.
Yeah. So that's breaking news right there, man. Baker Mayfield has been released by the Panthers.
But don't be surprised if they put a claim in on him.
Who?
Texans.
Ah, man.
Don't be surprised,
Nah,
bro.
man. Right now. I want the Texans to embrace the tank. Just keep on taking.
Oh, you know what? I would switch my third team to the Rams, LA Rams.
Oh, there you go.
They need a quarterback. Um, the cat they got right now, inexperienced. I think they can do a little something with
So so right now, their number one pick, the Lions have it.
yeah.
And as of right now, I think the Lions have the seventh pick.
So
Yeah.
definitely top eight.
So the Lions wouldn't want that to happen.
Well, Baker ain't gonna win anyway.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the same shit, just with Baker at the helm. It's just all right. So I'm switching that. Rams pick them up first, then Texans, and then I can see maybe the 49ers trying to bring him in as a backup.
Okay. All right.
But that's interesting news.
Yeah, that's very interesting right there. All right, man. Back to the show right here. Let's move on to the next game right here. Yeah, the Seahawks are a good team. We know that. All right. Next game, we have the Dolphins at the Niners. Final score 17-33. 49ers win this game right here. Game leaders, real quick. We have Toa. He threw for 33, completed 18, 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions. Top rusher was Morset. He carried the ball 7 times, 30 yards. Top receiver was Hill. He caught the ball 9 times, 146 yards, and 1 touchdown. Have a day, bro. And now we go to the 49ers side of the ball. Putty. He threw for 37, completed 25, 210 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. McCaffrey was your top rusher. He carried the ball 17 times, 66 yards. Top receiver, also McCaffrey, with 8 catches, 80 yards, and 1 touchdown. Have a day, man. That being said, let's go to some team stats. Total yardage. Miami had 308, while the 49ers had 351 turnovers. This what killed Miami right here. They had 4.
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco had 1. Time of possession. 49ers had 40 minutes, while Dolphins only had 20. Jeez.
Yeah.
That being said, that puts Miami now at 8-4, second in that division. And that puts the 49ers 8-4 also, but one in that division. Jay, what are your thoughts on this game, bro?
Uh, I I really want to pay attention to this game just because I've watched the Dolphins just a little bit this year. I've seen mostly their highlights and catch them whenever they're like red zone. But I really want to pay attention to like kind of figure out their offense or what they're doing with these receivers.
Yeah.
But I guess this was the wrong game to watch because
Yep.
Tua looked bad, like flat out missing reads. Well, not missing reads, but missing receivers. Ball placement was terrible. He was throwing it high. He looked kind of scared in the pocket, a little rattled. Bosa was on his ass the whole game. Um, and I wanted to look at the 49ers. 49ers are been the dominant team, and of course, Jimmy G gets hurt.
Yep.
So it's like I feel like I was the bad luck for both of these teams. Um, Purdy came in. It was kind of interesting to see. I thought he was gonna fall apart, but he played decently.
Yeah, he
It might
did.
have been the adrenaline just flowing through his body, but he was slinging that thing.
Yeah, he was.
He made a couple bad decisions, but overall he looked he looked decent.
Yeah.
They're gonna get some film on him, and they're gonna uh see what he can do and what he can't do. That's interesting to see how he progresses. But the 49ers are a stacked team too.
Yeah, they
It's
are.
just they've never really needed a complete quarterback. They've never needed an Aaron Rodgers. Their run
No.
game is ridiculous. Their choice routes they're running out of the backfield, the stuff they can do with Debo, it's just like, man, they and then you got a genius head coach. So it's like you got an incredible defense.
Yeah, they do.
I don't think they fall off that much. Maybe it shows up in the playoffs to where they can't reach their ceiling. Before to me it was the NFC came down to the 49ers, Cowboys, and Eagles before the injury, but we'll
Yeah.
see how they play. It might knock them out of contention as a true Super Bowl team, though.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I agree with you on that, man. 49ers look stacked up, man. It sucks about Jimmy G, but
Yeah,
we'll see what happens with the old boy right here. Putty,
Purdy,
Purdy,
Brock Purdy,
Brock Purdy.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Oh yeah, he was the last one.
Last pick of the draft came in. He was supposed to be the third string, and then
Now,
Trey Lance got hurt. Now Jimmy G's out,
and now he's the
and now
starter.
he's the starter.
Damn.
We'll see how he. But the thing is, they're gonna scheme up ways for him to get easy ass completions. So
Yeah,
I'm not worried about him too much.
yeah, man. That team's very, very talented, man. On both sides of the ball, and especially that defense, man. That defense looks nice.
Yes,
Um,
it's crazy. Outside of that first play where they gave up the 75 yarder,
mhm.
they made Tua look bad.
um. So this right here, man. Like, Waddle only had one catch for 9 yards,
Yeah, he got nicked up in that game too.
man. So yeah, so Waddle, so he got hurt.
Yeah, I think he came back, but it was something like an ankle injury or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure 100% what happened to him, but he just wasn't in the game plan like that,
yeah,
like he usually is.
yeah, man.
But Tyreek Hill, man,
I know, bro. 9 catcher for 146 yards.
I
Jeez,
don't
man.
was he ever this in Kansas City? In Kansas City he was dangerous, but 9 catches, 146 yards, and that's to me that's every game.
Yeah.
Every game he's doing this crap, and it's crazy.
Well, it's because maybe, because over here with the Dolphins, he never had that true second wide receiver besides Kelsey. But
Hmm.
Kelsey, he's going to be in the middle.
Yeah,
But with Waddle,
yeah, that's true.
you got two deep threats, and like so you don't know which one you want to double team. You got to pick your poison really on this one. But there's games that Waddle goes off, and there's games that Hill goes off, and this happened to be the game that Hill went off, man.
So it's week 13, right?
Yes, sir.
Dude's got 96 catches, 1,379 yards, and but only 5 touchdowns,
How many yards, bro? I
1,379.
think he's gonna hit 2,000,
He's
bro.
gonna hit 2,000 because he gets 140 yards every game. All he needs is man, he's gonna hit 2,000 yards receiving.
Yeah,
His average is 14 yards a catch. That man, he's going crazy.
yeah, man.
He,
So
he he might get offensive player of the year. I think they give Hurts MVP and offensive player of the year goes to Tyreek Hill.
mm,
That dude's going crazy.
yeah,
He's
he is,
breaking
bro.
records.
Yeah, man, man. It makes you think if Kansas City should have traded him,
Kansas City's doing well themselves, but I don't.
but not. I mean, but do they have a player close to that?
Nah,
Exactly,
nah,
man.
not like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, moving on. Let's go to. Let me check my laptop here. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's go to this next game right here. Speaking about the Chiefs, man, let's go to the Chiefs at the Bengals. Final score 24-27. Bengals win this one right here in the last quarter right here, bro. This
Mhm.
was a very entertaining game right here. Close game, my opinion, should have been the prime time Sunday night. No, no, no shot to your Cowboys, man.
Nah, I
But
understand.
the Colts had no business being on prime time. All right, game leaders. Let's go to the Kansas City side of the ball. Wilbur Holmes. He threw for 27, completed 16, 223 yards, one touchdown. Your top rusher was Pacheco. He carried the ball 14 times, 66 yards, and one touchdown. And your top receiver was Valdez with two catches, 71 yards. That's what Kansas City is missing about Hill right there.
Mm.
Now we go to the Bengals side of the ball. We have Burrow. He threw for 31, completed 25, 286 yards, and two touchdowns. Have a day, bro. Man, Burrow was feeling himself that day,
Yeah.
man. And you have your top rusher from the Bengals, Perning
P Ryan.
Piron, 21 carries, 106 yards. Have a day, bro. Top receiver from the Bengals, Jamar Chase, came back. 7 catches, 96 yards. Have a day, bro. That being said, let's go to some team stats. Kansas City had 349 yards, while the Bengals had 431 turnovers. Kansas City had one, Cincinnati had zero. Time of possession, Kansas City had 27 minutes, while Cincinnati had 32. That being said, that puts Kansas City still one and that number one in that division, 9-3, and that puts Cincinnati 8-4, second in that division. Jay, what are your thoughts on this game right here, bro?
First and foremost, this is the game of the week.
Yes, sir.
They it was a entertaining back and forth affair. Um, Joe Burrow 3-0 versus Mahomes.
Yep,
That's
that's
it,
crazy.
it's like there's no fear in the Bengals when it comes to the Chiefs. Everybody else plays them differently. The Bengals might have the formula on how to contain Patrick Mahomes because Mahomes, what was his numbers? He
He threw for 27, completed 16 for 223 yards and one
no,
touchdown.
that's
For
pedestrian.
Mahomes, that's that's
That yeah,
that's a bad game.
that's a bad game for
Yeah,
Mahomes. That's exactly right. One touchdown. They only sacked him 2 times, but
yeah,
it's like they just contain him.
yeah.
They're not scared to have um spies or 3-man rushes against Mahomes.
Yeah.
But they had a chance. So I think they were driving, and then that Travis Kelsey fumble was big. That was like the turning point
Yeah,
of the game
it
right there.
was.
Like if that didn't happen, maybe Mahomes and the Chiefs pull it out.
Yeah,
But hell, they made a big play. You can't fault um you can't fault the Bengals for stealing the ball, ripping the ball out of Kelsey.
mm-hmm.
But like this is like a heavyweight fight every time they meet up.
Yeah. It is very entertaining.
Yeah.
It was a very entertaining game right here. It's exactly how we thought it was going to be. Very competitive, very
Mhm,
close.
mhm.
But yeah, even the fans at in Cincinnati got into it.
Yeah,
It was sounded like on TV. It was
yeah,
like a playoff
yeah.
atmosphere.
But they know it's a big game,
Yeah.
and they know Joe Burrow can go back and forth with Pat Mahomes.
Yes, sir. Man, Burrow, he took care of the ball, bro. Very clean. Man, he was just laser focused in that game,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh yeah.
His rating on that game, bro, was 126. On the other side, Mahomes only 98, bro.
When you said it perfectly, he was laser focused. He was
Yeah,
locked in from the jump.
and
Even like using his legs to gain yardage. He looked like he was like a little kind of like psycho, like the
yeah,
way his eyes were just like, I just want to win this game. I want to beat this dude.
and also it helped. He got his number one receiver back.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so that
Jamar
helped.
Jamar Chase is a
Jamar
freaking
Chase
nation.
coming back, bro. He had 7 catches for 97 yards, bro.
Yeah, first game back
Eight
from
targets, bro.
a hip hip injury,
Yeah.
and he's almost hitting 100
He was
yards.
targeted 8 times and he caught the ball 7 times, bro. Sheesh. That's nice right there. All right. You got anything more in this game, Jay?
I think we see it again.
Playoffs?
Playoffs, AFC Championship game in Kansas City. We'll see these two teams go at it again. Um,
That'd be nice, bro.
yeah, that'll be entertaining. But it's crazy how often the Chiefs get into these games. If it's not the Bengals, it's the Bills,
Yeah.
and then we'll see how they play if they ever have to play the Dolphins. But the Chiefs seem like they always in a big primetime game.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, let's move on to the next game. We have the Chargers at the Raiders. Final score 20-27. Raiders win this game right here. Let's go to some game leaders. Let's go to Herbert on the Chargers side of the ball. He threw 47 times, completed 28, 335 yards, and one touchdown. Top rusher was Eckler with 10 carries with 35 yards. Top receiver was Allen for 6 catches, 88 yards, and one touchdown. Now to the Raiders side of the ball, Carr. He threw for 30, completed 16, 250 yards, and two touchdowns, one interceptions. Your top rusher, Jay,
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs. 20, he carried the ball 26 times, 144 yards, and one touchdown. Have a day, bro. Now your top receiver from the Raiders, Jay. 8 catches, 177 yards and two touchdowns. Devontae Adams, have a day, bro. That being said, in team stats, the Chargers had 386, while the Raiders had 404 turnovers. Chargers had one, Raiders had two. Time of possession, 30 minutes for the Chargers, 29 minutes for the Raiders. That being said, this divisional game right here, this leaves the Chargers still 6-6, second in that division, and that leaves the Raiders 5-7, third in that division. Jay, what are your thoughts in this game, bro?
Um, Man, finally the Raiders are starting to kind of click together.
We thought
Uh,
that this was gonna be the Raiders in the beginning of the
yeah,
season.
this is what we expected. Josh Jacobs he's playing like the best running back in the
He
league
is the
right now.
best running back in
Like
this game, man.
he's got 1,303 yards, first in rushing. So he's the rushing leader right now. 10 touchdowns. Dude is balling for real. He just came out like what was that, 200-yard game. The
Yeah,
the last
last
game,
week, yeah.
and that dude,
hmm
if you got
On
him
overtime,
if
because that
you
one run, he had like 80 plus yards.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you got him in fantasy, man,
If you're
congratulations.
losing with Josh Jacobs,
Yeah,
man,
that's
you're a
on you.
bum.
That's on you, bro.
Yeah.
And then the car, Devontae Adams connection,
Yeah.
all the way back into college, we knew they were gonna have a connection. Now it's starting to look real good. 177 yards, man.
But like a little bit too late, bro. With the Raiders,
Absolutely.
there's no chance that I can even see them. Not unless Mahomes get hurt. I don't see that happening. So God, I hope it doesn't happen. But yeah, but the Raiders are, they're just playing now just to play now, man. But
They're trying to establish for next year.
yeah,
Everything's for next year. They're Josh McDaniels was looking pretty bad starting out. He's starting to
that whole team looked pretty bad. Not just the
well,
yeah,
yeah, but I, I
except
put
for Josh Jacobs. He's been
no, yeah,
consistent.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
been
yeah.
consistent all year.
And
And it's crazy.
Devontae's been consistent too, but
Yeah. It's crazy to me, man, that they actually were up for talks that they wanted to trade Josh Jacobs.
mhm,
Why? I
yeah.
mean, dude, man, this dude's been carrying this team all year, man. Being consistent too, man. Sheesh. Oh, go ahead, bro. My bad if I interrupted, man.
Oh no, you're good. The Raiders are 5-1 whenever he rushes for 100 yards.
No,
So that just tells you what to do. Just
yeah.
keep giving him a rock. And on the Charger side, I don't know. I don't I don't know how to fix the
That head coach
Chargers.
is fired, just like DC
You
projected.
you, you
Yeah,
think
yeah, I think so, bro. once again, we
I
go
don't
back to how we go to the Broncos. How the hell do you have a talented roster and like I mean, I'm look, the Chargers, like they're 6-6. Possibly maybe not even make the playoffs.
they're not making the playoff. Herbert hasn't made the playoffs yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the they they're I don't know, Mike Williams injury that's hurting them, but they always come fall short.
Yeah, they do.
And like you said, they've got a top
And they also did
10 roster.
JC Jackson, their free agent they
Yeah.
signed over like he's been hurt most of the season. With this roster, man, like you should not be 6-6, man.
And then of course Herbert, everybody juices over a Herbert throw, but he had 335 yards
Yeah,
uh in this game, but it's just not leading to the victories like it should.
yeah,
It's puzzling actually.
yeah, absolutely. I'm just my expectation for the Charger were a little bit
Yeah.
more higher than this, man. But
That whole division, other than the Chiefs the only team that showed up.
yeah,
Everybody was like, "Man, this division's gonna be crazy."
yeah,
Nah,
it just been bland.
yeah,
They have a spark here and there, man, but nothing consistency though. The key word is consistent, man. You gotta stay consistent with everything you do, man.
they had a spark when they started, but now they're just garbage.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to the next game. We have the Colts at the Cowboys. Final score was 19-54. That's right, 19-54.
Yeah,
You know what's crazy, bro? How the hell do y'all score 33 points in the fourth quarter? Like not even one team can score 33 points in one game.
yeah,
But
yeah.
all right. Let's save that. But moving on, let's go to some game leaders. Let's go on the Colts side of the ball. Let's start off with that side first. Matt Ryan, he threw for 37, completed 21, 233 yards and two touchdowns, but with three interceptions. Uh, Todd Rusher was tailored, 21 carries, 82 yards. Your top receiver was Prince
Uh, Pierce.
Pierce with four catches, 86 yards, and one touchdown. And now let's go to the Cowboys side of the ball. Prescott, he threw for 30, completed 20, 170 yards, three touchdowns, but one interception. Your top rusher was Pollard, 12 carries, 91 yards, and two touchdowns. Have a
That's
day,
my
bro.
guy.
And now we go to your top receiver was CD Lamb with five catches, 71 yards, and one touchdown. Team stats: the Colts had 309 total yardage, while Dallas had 385 turnovers. The Colts had five. The Cowboys had one. How the hell you have five turnovers? Um, the Colts had time possession 31 minutes, while Dallas had 28. That being said, that puts the Colts at 4-8 and 1 in that division, putting them second. And now the Cowboys, that puts them at 9-3, second in that division. Jay, this is your team. Talk about it, bro. Hell of a game.
Man, this team is impressive because when they get rolling, man, it's like I always say, it's like putting the Madden on rookie.
Rookie mode,
It's
yeah.
just you put up points at will. So 33 points in the fourth quarter is crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
Team record. They lead the league in fun one-sided victories. So you got the went up to Minnesota 40-3.
Yeah,
Colts 33 points in the fourth quarter. And it's just smiles. Against the Bears, I think it's like 29-50 something. Man, it's like
yeah,
this team, if they get clicking on all cylinders, there's no team that can beat them.
yeah,
So Dak didn't have his greatest game, but man, he wasn't needed. The
yeah,
defense came through, made Matt Ryan look super washed. He's been looking washed, but
yeah,
sheesh.
yeah.
I've never seen him cuss so much. Like every interception, fuck. Like man, it's it's fun to watch when you see, when your team gets rolling like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm at the bar just you know drinking with some fat with my brother and kind of going back and forth, complaining about how Dak is just he kept throwing at Stephon Gilmore for some reason.
Yeah.
They just love targeting their best corner. Um, Kind of analyzing the game, and then the fourth quarter starts going, and just it's just like your jaw hits the floor, just like what? How are they doing this?
Yeah.
They hitting it's like they turn up to a whole new level in that uh fourth quarter. It's
Yeah.
like they went Super Saiyan on them boys, and
Yeah.
it's nothing they could do.
So on this game right here, when I went to sleep, the score was 21 13.
Hmm.
And I was like, yeah, Cowboys won. When I got up today in the morning, I was watching some scores. I was like, what, 54 to 19?
Yeah.
I was like, geez. So I'm seeing right here, man, that it was a running game for this team for this victory right here. Total rushing yards. The Cowboys had 220, bro,
Hmm.
and four rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
You know, Zeke had one, Pollard had two, Davis had one.
Hmm.
There's that right there, and then receiving, Gallup had two touchdowns, and CeeDee Lamb had one.
I loved how they used CD, put him in. They put him in motion almost
Yeah,
every down play, just to kind of um, get a good read on the defense. I love how they using Zeke and Pollard,
yeah,
both of them running their ass off. Um, Now we'll see what the future holds. Tyron Smith is starting to practice. He's been out the whole year. That's just another piece. It's like adding a free agent.
yeah.
We'll see what Odell like. If you're Odell, where are you gonna go? What where like you see the show they putting on, they having fun. You got people jumping in the damn in the damn Salvation Army bucket every game. Like
You know what? Actually, I
you
like
get prime time games every week. Come on, man.
I actually like that celebration that Zeke had with Dak.
Yeah,
Zeke goes
yeah.
in
You
there, he
go
rolls
like,
him up, and goes like this. That was pretty tight. I ain't gonna lie. That was pretty cool.
but you see how fun this squad is.
Yeah,
Michael Parsons really didn't need to do much that game
yeah.
because everybody else was just whooping ass. So
And defense had one touchdown on that game,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
huh? Yeah.
Um,
Hooker.
Malik Hooker
Yeah,
fumble recovery back back for six.
yeah,
That changed the game right there too. So man, it's like, why wouldn't you want to be a part of this kind of squad? Um, they, I think they're leading the league in scoring now.
yeah,
They're leading the league in point differential. I think it's 127 points over their opponents. Um, Man, it's when they get like this, it's tough to see them losing.
yeah.
It's still some shaky shit going on with Dak sometimes. He wants to be too aggressive. I want them to do the Cooper Rush game plan every game. Like
Yeah,
you run it, hit your concepts, your sticks and your slants and stuff, and just be safe. Don't give the opponent any chance
yeah,
because that's the only reason the coach stayed around three quarters anyway. And then you saw they put the ball in Pollard's hands, and that explosive bastard. So,
yeah,
man, it's exciting. Like I was telling you earlier, I watched the game twice
yeah,
just so I can like break it down. And man, it's just impressive.
yeah. All right, man. Well, congratulations on that team win for y'all, man.
Appreciate that, dog.
All right, moving on, bro. Let's go do some picks real quick for next week for week 14, man. Let's see what we got going on here. You ready?
Oh yeah,
All
let's
right.
go.
Thursday night, bro. We have the Raiders at the Rams. This should be kind of like a slow, boring game. But the Raiders are projected to win this one by 5.5 points. I'll take that with the points, man. Give me the Raiders, man.
I take the Raiders with the points
Yeah.
too.
All right, then we have the Texans at the Cowboys.
Ooh, hoo, hoo.
The Cowboys are projected to win this one by 17 points. Yeah, 17 points.
17. That's disrespectful right there. That's
You know what? But it's real though. That's real. You just saw what they did to the Colts. I mean, damn, if there's anything half of that, yeah, give me the Cowboys and those 17 points.
I think the Texans play a little bit harder. I'm not giving the points. I'm giving the Cowboys the win. My question is, do they stick with Kyle Allen
Might as
or they go
well. I
back?
mean, they're the same quarterback, bro.
They are the same. Yeah, that is a fact. They are
Like
the same
they're the same
quarterback.
quarterback, bro.
Um, yeah, Cowboys win, but probably about 10 points, not
Yeah,
17. That's disrespectful.
I say 14. I see about 2 touchdowns. Yeah. All right. You have the Jets at the Bills. This should be a good game, divisional game right here. But Buffalo is favored to win this one by 9.5 points. And you know what? I'll give me the Bills, but with 7 points.
I'm say the same. Bills with 7.
Yeah. All right. So now the next game we have the Browns at the Bengals. Bengals are favored to win this one by 6.5 points. And you know what? Give me that. Give me the Bengals, man.
Same. Bengals over 6 points.
Yeah.
If Deshaun Watson don't, if he don't improve on what I saw
This ain't the Texans,
yesterday,
man. You playing
yeah,
a real
yeah,
contender right
you
here.
ain't gonna be able
Yeah.
to do that shit against
No.
the Bengals.
No.
Um, I think they Bengals win by 10.
Okay. Oh yeah. I see that. All right. Another divisional game right here. We have the Vikings at the Lions. Lions are favored to win this one by 1 point, bro. But you know what? You don't know which Lions teams you're gonna get though.
They're at home. Uh, they play well at home.
I'm gonna take the Vikings on this one, bro. I'll take the Vikings by 3 points.
I'm gonna go Lions. I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Really?
I think they pull out a victory. Um, Vikings ain't haven't they've been kind of shaky. I think they pull out a victory. Give them a field goal win.
Okay. Another divisional game. It's like most of these games are divisional games right
Yep.
here. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
All right. We have the Jaguars at the Titans. Titans are favored to win this one by 3.5 points. Give me the Titans.
Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Another divisional game right here, bro. Eagles at the Giants. Eagles are favored to win this one by 7.5. No, by 7 points. Give me the Eagles, bro. I'll take the Eagles.
Same. Eagles by about 13 points.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giants are they're not it.
All right, now we have another divisional game right here. We have the Ravens at the Steelers. It depends if Lamar comes back, man. But Pittsburgh are favored to win this one by 2 points, and I'll take that. I'll pick the Steelers if Lamar's not back.
I'm gonna pick the Ravens.
You
I
pick
like
them.
what Huntley comes in and he played a lot last year and he didn't disappoint. He's gonna get Mark Andrews involved. I'm gonna pick the Ravens to win that game.
Now, if this game was reversed, if it was at the Ravens, I'll pick the Ravens, but it's in Pittsburgh. All right, we have another divisional game right here, bro. The Chiefs and Broncos. Chiefs are favored to win this one by 9 points. Give me the Chiefs with the points.
Same.
I don't think Russell Wilson is going to score a touchdown.
I was about to ask you, do you that's the question. Does Russell score a
The
touchdown?
restrooms are going to win
the
that
toilets
bet.
are ahead.
Yeah, the toilets are ahead. All right, we have the Buccaneers at the 49ers. This game right here, the 49ers are projected to win by 3.5 points. No, by 3 points. Damn, I don't know this
Ooh.
one, bro. This is a toss-up one.
You gotta it's Brock Purdy versus Tom Brady. It's in
It's in San Francisco.
uh
Damn.
I'm a say 49ers, their defense is too cold.
Yeah.
49ers are gonna win it.
Yeah, 49ers.
Their defense is incredible. The Buccaneers aren't playing great offense. Give me the 49ers.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll take that one too. I'll take 49ers. Now we have the Panthers at the Seahawks. Seahawks are favorite to win this one by 3.5 points. I don't see that. Give me the Seahawks with 14 points.
14 points.
Yeah,
Woo, I'm gonna get close, but Seahawks by 7.
yeah,
14. Sheesh.
yeah. Nah, Panthers, no. All right, here we go, man. Here's the next game right here. It's the Sunday night game. We have the Dolphins at the Chargers. This should be a good game right here. Miami's favorite to win this one by 3 points.
Mm,
Uh, give me give me the Dolphins with 3 points, bro. I'll take the Dolphins.
I can't trust the Chargers. Even though I want to pick the upset, but I can't trust the Chargers. The
Yeah,
Dolphins. Dolphins by
3 points.
yeah, by four or
Yeah.
five.
All right. Next game right here, we have the Patriots versus the Cardinals. Monday night game right here. Um, New England's favorite to win this one by 1 point.
Why?
Um, so this one, you know what? Give me the Cardinals, bro.
Have you started watching the Cardinals Hard Knocks in
I
season Hard
haven't.
Knocks?
I
It's
haven't.
actually pretty entertaining. You get a glimpse of how Kyler Murray is behind the scenes
Is it
and
good?
it's good.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's entertaining. You see uh Hopkins Hopkins and everything. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals also.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cardinals.
And the bye week teams are the Falcons, Bears, Packers, Colts, Saints, and Commanders. Yeah, those are the bye weeks right there. So yeah. Uh, yep. So, Steven, how many more minutes we got? 10.
Yeah,
All right. You want to talk about fantasy?
yeah, let's run through fantasy real quick.
Okay, let's go to fantasy. Let me load this up. While I do this, man, is there anything else that they
Actually, so usually whenever we do the podcast, news comes out after
yeah.
that, kind of side swipes us. So, you got any predictions for news coming up this week? I got a couple.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me yours.
So, I'm predicting Odell signs with the Giants.
I don't know why we do that, but yeah, okay.
I I have a bad feeling he's just gonna go back to the Giants. It's gonna be disappointing.
All right. What we on that? I say yeah, he will sign with the New York team, but it's gonna be with the Bills.
The Bills. Okay, I would be disappointed in that one too. Actually, um, my other one is Mike White. Just started for the remaining of the season.
I agree with
He
you.
he he won that job.
Yeah,
I put possible Nathaniel Hackett, Broncos coach, fired. So
I agree with you on
we
that
we
one.
talked about Matt Rule.
Yeah,
Then he got fired on a Monday right after we finished
yeah.
podcast. And then Kyle Allen is benched for Davis Mills again, and they're gonna get Davis Mills another shot at proving that he can be the future quarterback of the Texans. Breaking news from the Baker Mayfield: Baker Mayfield goes to the Texans. That's my other. So I might have to take that the Davis Mills one out, and I'm saying Baker Mayfield is claimed by the Texans, and he's the new backup for
That
the
would be a
Texans.
waste of a waiver pick right there to get a.
Hey, you gotta look. You gotta use them.
I'm sorry, bro. At this point, what's the point? Get like just tank the year and get some picks next year, bro. Some good quality players for the future, not for a couple weeks, man. All right, so let's go to some fantasy. Let's start with the quarterbacks, man. Your top quarterback, who you think it was this week, man?
Man, was it Jalen?
Jalen Hurts, bro, number one with 34 points. Then you have Burrow for 30, Geno Smith with 22, Goff with 21, and then Patrick Mahomes with
Mahomes,
19.
homie.
Yeah. let's go to the running backs right here. Who you think was the top running back fantasy this week?
Was it Josh Jacobs?
Actually, no, man. It was McCaffrey with
Oh,
28 points,
catches, PPR.
and then Pollard second with 24. Oh boy from Cincinnati,
P. Ron.
P. Ron, 21. Deontay Swift, 21, and then Josh Jacobs with 21 as well.
Mm.
Yep. All right. Wide receiver. Who do you think was number one?
Oh, Tyreek.
No. Adams. 37, bro.
Oh, yeah, he did have 177. So my top three would be Adams, Tyreek, and St. Brown.
No, Adam. Actually, you're 2 for 1 on that one. It was St. Brown, number two, with 34 points.
Okay.
AJ Brown with 31, and Tyreek Hill 29, and then Tyler Lockett with 27. And right behind him, bro, his teammate DK
DK.
with 26.
Man, them dudes are scary. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
play them.
Tight end. Who you think was number one, bro?
No idea. Yeah.
Was was Dolce?
Oh, Doge. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Doge.
Dolce with
I,
14
I
points,
had him on the bench.
and then Fant from Seattle,
Mm-hmm.
14.
Got him
Uh,
touchdown.
yeah, Yvonne Ingram with 14 as well, and Comet with 13, and then Irvit with 13 from the Chargers.
Yeah. Jared.
Yeah, and let's go to defense, bro. Who do you think was number one, bro?
Cowboys.
No, the Browns, 31 points.
Oh, yeah. They got three.
They had 2 touchdowns,
Damn.
interceptions, sacks, all that. The trick is, bro,
Yeah.
play the team that plays the Texans,
If you play
because
the
the Texans
yeah.
gonna give you more fantasy points on the opposite defense than they would in total in their own fantasy, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So the Cowboys second
Second. Yeah.
with 19 points, 49ers third with 18 points, Broncos fourth with 13, and Eagles fifth with 11.
Sheesh.
Yeah. All right, kickers. Who you think was number one, bro?
Robbie Gold. Not sure.
Who?
For the 49ers kicker.
No, he's top three. He's third. So number one is Zuling,
Oh, Zerline for the
Zerline,
Jets.
19, and then you got Bangling from Detroit,
Mm.
19. You got Gould from Robbie Gould with
Mm-hmm.
18, and then you have Wright with 16 from Pittsburgh, and you had Matt Gay, 14 from the Rams. So those are your fancy picks right there, man. Your fancy players. Yeah, Jay. So that's that right there, man.
Yeah, I'm still living good off of that victory last night. Um, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be following the Odell saga. He's supposed to pick a team by Wednesday.
He's supposed to?
He's supposed to pick a team. He's visiting the Cowboys today. They taking them, they winding them down and them taking to the Suns Mavericks game.
Yeah.
Probably spend the night over Jerry Jones' house. Jerry's gonna probably offer him 18-20 million a year, and I still think he's gonna go back to New York.
But do you think he signs with a multiple year contracts
Yeah,
or
yeah.
okay?
He's gonna want 3 years. The thing I'm kind of up in the air about with him is what's playing surface.
Yeah.
Cowboys play on turf. Giants play. They might be grass. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But Buffalo is grass.
Yeah.
So it's like he's had knee injuries. So what kind of playing surface does he want to play on? And that's the thing. That's the negative part of the Cowboys. They play on that turf.
Hey, real quick, your cornerback Anthony Brown.
Yeah, I forgot to mention he tore his Achilles.
Yeah, he's out for the season now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And it was tough because he was the weak link, and he was getting torched. Everybody loves throwing at him.
Mm,
Now they're gonna be throwing at Kelvin Joseph and Nashawn Wright. We'll see if they can nut up,
yeah,
but it's a big loss, and so we'll just have to see.
yeah,
Maybe somebody can play a little bit better than he's been playing, but yes, it's crazy. That's a big loss.
yeah,
That's all I got this week.
yeah, yeah. I think so, man. So that's week 13 right there, man.
Yep.
Under wraps. But yeah, but other than that, man, what else we got? I guess that's it, huh? Oh, how was your Thanksgiving, bro?
Oh, it was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was cool. It was low key. We didn't really do much.
yeah,
Like we barely we barely had any like big dishes or anything like that. Mainly watched the game and just chill,
yeah.
enjoyed it.
Real quick, man. Since next holiday is Christmas,
Hmm.
what are your top five Christmas movies?
Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2. I like Elf.
Oh, okay,
Um, prob- that might be it. I can't really think of a lot of Christmas movies.
yeah.
Yeah, mainly the Home Alones.
The Home Alone's one and two, and
What are the
Elf.
what are the other Christmas
You got
movies?
Christmas Story.
I hate
Um,
Christmas Story.
you got
Absolutely hate it.
uh, some people don't consider Die Hard a Christmas
It's not
movie.
a Christmas movie, Fredo.
Then you got the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. You got which one? You got Scrooge, the Polar Express. Which other one? You got. Well, I'm gonna tell you mine. No, you got
The
Grinch.
Grinch,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got Grinch.
See,
And mine is Home Alone one.
mhm.
In no particular order. Also, I'm gonna put the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I'm gonna put the Grinch.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put in Friday After Next.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
That's the yep.
I'm gonna put that one in there. And also, I like that Medea Christmas movie.
I've never seen it.
I actually like that one. That's kind of one of my low key ones. Oh, and also, you know which one I like? I
Yeah.
like Last Holiday with Queen Latifah.
They said trade. I don't know if you ever seen Trading Places, but they count that as a Christmas movie. So
Trading Places.
trade Eddie Murphy Trading Places.
Oh, bro, I also forgot my other one. Christmas Vacation. Forgot that one, man. What?
Is Plane Trains and Automobiles? Oh, Christmas. Yeah, you did say Christmas Vacation.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, so we named my five. It's probably Friday, Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, uh Christmas Vacation, and Elf.
Elf.
I like I
Yeah,
like Elf.
I like Elf too. Yeah. All right. Well, and you got anything more?
Nah,
You got any hot takes real quick for the holidays?
Bad Santa.
Oh, oh
Man.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
no, all right. So we got to end this thing, but yeah, that's my five.
Bad Santa, man. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one, man.
We gonna have to chop it up next time. Get the definite list.
Yeah, okay. All right. But other than that, guys, man, I appreciate y'all checking us out, tuning us in. Thank you for making us where you come check out your NFL news and all that stuff. But please, if you haven't, please subscribe, like, comment, YouTube. And if you want to listen to us, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and hit that follow button. Those right there are the ones that help this channel, go up in the ratings. And the more you like and more you comment on it, that brings up and that helps us push more content out to other people as well. But other than that, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Jay, thank you for coming through.
No problem.
See you on the next one.
Peace.